Happy Monday. Welcome to the week of December 20th through 26th. I'm Soul Coach Michele, your friendly neighborhood super woo and manifesting coach, here with your weekly reading and channeled message. I am coming to you recorded this week and next week because we got Christmas stuff happening, which is part of our talk today. I am so excited that you're coming to watch. And so you might comment because this will stream kind of live, but I'm recorded. So just so you know why I'm not messaging. So if you do want to comment down below would be great. Would love to have you do that. Also, I'm not sure if the chat over here works when you do this. I don't know. So this will be new for all of us. So you're welcome to chat or comment. I love that. If you are here and you love this, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and make sure you give me a thumbs up and click that bell so you know whenever I go live. So several things before we get started. First workshop of 2022 will be grounding into your divine value, because this is so interesting. I'm totally into noetic science, which is the science of the woo. And honestly, the reason affirmations don't work, which I'm going to put like a totally scandalous post on Facebook about this, but the reason they don't work a lot of times is because they're not grounded in your values. And if you don't know your values, which change throughout your life, that's why things may not resonate, and why we need to know what are our divine values, because they're tied to our worthiness, it's tied to how we show up in the world, it's tied to how we manifest stuff. So getting into that space where we take the time to kind of reconnect with our soul, reconnect with who you are in this new version of you as you move into this new place, because we're going to talk about this later. The solstice closes out that it kind of puts it is the beginning of the closing. Let's put it that way. So tomorrow, which would be Tuesday, if you're watching this on the 20th. So Tuesday's the solstice. It kind of starts that closeout, that let's clear out the shit from the last 18 months. And then on the 24th, 25th is when we kind of have that final, like, okay, we're going to choose to move in. And I feel like when I've been talking to a lot of folks about people picking their timelines throughout this year of where they're going to go, it's almost like that's the last day to choose which exit off the highway you're going to go. Am I going to go in the direction I'm called, or am I going to spend the next however long dealing with the same lessons because I didn't learn my lesson? So I highly recommend you process your stuff. This is it. This is where, the rubber meets the road, when we're going to talk about some stuff around that too. But anyway, so January 8th, the link is below to go ahead and register for that. Right now it is $64. It's an hour and a half on Zoom together. It's not a webinar where I talk at you. It is a class workshop where I talk with you and I teach, and you can talk to each other and you can ask me questions live and in person. So, and you'll get a workbook. It'll be great. You will enjoy the hell out of it. Link below until midnight until New Year's Eve, until New Year's Day at $64. Starting January 1st, it'll be $75. So go ahead and grab that early bird right now. If you are interested in manifesting and you're kind of like, I don't know what that's all about, I watched Secret, love it, I need to know more. Or if you want a different perspective, because I kind of have a different perspective than most, like, write the letter to Santa kind of manifesting teachers. So if you want a different perspective, go ahead. Down below is the link for my free course. It's a quick mini course, 7 days of your life where you will be so glad you did. It'll change how you see things. I'm just looking at my notes because my brain is rattled from doing this Christmas business. And this is a message for the collective. So it may resonate with you. I think it usually does with most folks, but it's for the collective. So if you are going through something, you want something a little more specific for you, again, link below. Go ahead and schedule your own private session with me. I think first available might be mid to late January. So anyways, those are the things. And let's see. So let's jump right in. So the way I'm going to do this is a little different than our normal one because of how Spirit wanted me to share information with you this morning. So today, and I want to talk about holiday stress, overwhelm, stuff, maybe grief, because although, we watch all these holiday specials and all of these like commercials and the perfect family with the perfect meal and the perfect gift and the perfect life is imperfect. I think that's part of the stress is the divergence of reality and what we're being messaged, especially after all of the stuff that we collectively went through over the last 18 months to 2 years. I think it's almost like doubly so because this is the first Christmas that we, or Hanukkah or whatever holiday you're celebrating where your family comes together this time of year, Yule, um, solstice, whatever you're celebrating. But I think the stress that comes with it or the overwhelming grief is because there is this like almost weight to kind of have this perfect holiday after not being able to be with our parents. Or you might be in the other camp totally where you're just kind of like, I really was so psyched that I didn't have to go anywhere last year. Like I was so psyched that I got to stay in my house and not have to deal with anybody. So, you know, the fact is there's all these kinds of things that might be causing stress or anxiety over this. It might be you lost somebody. It might be that somebody is not at the table that was there before. It might be somebody is suffering and you don't want them to suffer anymore. It might be that you have lost something during the year. And so you're grieving one of these kinds of things. If you've lost someone or something that was really important to you, maybe a marriage, maybe, a business, it might have been, it might not have been a family member. It might have been something else. This whole thing for the last years, the structural changes. Anytime we lose something, whether it's maybe a relationship or a loved one or a business or a job, if we lose something, a pet, that can cause grief and loss. So the holidays aren't always great. And I want to give a shout out to Kelly Clarkson, who I do not know personally, but I love her to pieces because she's like totally real in the sense that her Christmas special called out to those who were struggling at the end. Like she did do like all the traditional Christmassy stuff, but at the end she said, this is a really interesting time of year because everybody wants to like make it look like we're all like skipping through life. We're a holiday window in New York City, but in reality, there's some things that happen, and Christmas is a holiday that there's a lot of expectations, and some people just are not there. They can't be. And so she said to them, she holds space for them and she sends them love. And I do the same for all of you guys that are similarly situated. Um, the other things that might cause stress are traditions. And I keep saying I absolutely adore how my intuitive colleague Andrew Martin, who I love him, he defined tradition as, peer pressure from dead people. I loved this definition because it is so true. And tradition can even cause stress and overwhelm. Like all of the presents, all of the wrapping paper, all of the lines, going shopping, doing the Christmas cards, making all of the food, and making sure that the table is perfect and making sure the tree goes where it's supposed to, and that all the things, the lights, all the things. And it was so funny because I was talking to a friend of mine and I said, last week I thought, oh, I'm going to go Christmas shopping. I was so excited to go Christmas shopping, like in a store, because I was like, I am going to go spend money locally. And then I got there and it was insane. So I kind of got in my car, I went and got myself a salad, and I went back to shopping online. And I said to my friend, I think I fell victim to nostalgia because those kinds of things can be stressful and overwhelming too, because people are nuts. They're driving the parking lots, the lines, it's insane. Okay, I'm just going to be honest. So that can kind of cause a lot of stress and anxiety. And I don't want that for you. So what we're going to talk about today is um I want to have some medicine for you. I want to have some medicine for you how to navigate that, how to mitigate that, and how to make your holiday less stressful, even if you are still because we want to enjoy our family. We want to enjoy or enjoy the family that you choose to be with, or even enjoy your time by yourself. So let's talk about that. So we're gonna do some things backwards. So what I want to do is first pull some cards, and then I'm gonna give some little coaching things. Okay. And then I'm gonna do a little meditation. All right. So first things first, we're gonna pull some cards. And this is really weird doing recordings without having people. This is kind of odd, but it'll be interesting. I'm trying it out because next year I do want to do little like manifesting minutes or something on here that gives some tips and tricks. So kind of practicing with the broadcast not being live is interesting. So anyways, so here we go. Let's see. What medicine do we need? My ego self says the next word should be survive. But Spirit's like, no, thrive. So, what medicine do we need to thrive through the rest of this week and possibly this year? Because tomorrow is solstice, which I love. I love the feeling that solstice is bringing. I don't know about you guys, but right now I'm feeling a lot of light and release and love, which I hope that you guys feel too. So that'll be interesting. And then Christmas Eve is going to kind of close out the energy of what we've been going through. Thank the baby Jesus. I swear to God. Okay, so now, okay, we're going to do this. Ooh, and this one. Ah, man. Tanya, if you watching, girl, spider is right there. Oh, and Skunky Skunk. That is so funny. Oh my goodness, you guys, I can't fucking make this up. Seriously. So, dream, know your worth. I love it. So, first card, the medicine itself is lizard spirit. Lizard spirit. I love little lizard. By the way, lizards are interesting for two reasons. Well, this says dream the world into being. So it is time to sit down and figure out, what do I want? And here we go. I think yesterday Venus went into retrograde in Capricorn with a side dish of Pluto. So it's almost like everything I've read is like a lot about like really kind of deep diving. Can you tell I didn't get a lot of sleep last night? Deep diving into what is my value? What is my worth? Other people, like are other people valuing my worth? Do I value what am I worth? What am I doing? What is worth? What is valuable to me? Who do I want to spend my time with? Because I only got so much of it. Like there's a whole lot of value because it's love and money is Venus, and then Capricorn is work. So it's kind of like, where am I putting my work? And it might be your personal work. It might be your work. It might be like, am I getting, when I talk about like the three forms of energetic commodity that everyone has is time, energy, and money. So it's really about valuing those three commodities for yourself and then looking out. Once you figure that out, this is why I'm doing the January 8th workshop, is like ground into your value, because from that grounded true north, you can go out and be like, oh, that guy's not in my corner, but that person is, because they align with my values and where I want to go. So with that in mind, dream the world into being. So from that space, that true north of knowing your divine values in the moment, and especially like recapping and saying, what's not looking back and lamenting, but more, what did I learn? What can I give myself credit for, both in the physical world and in the spiritual world? Because y'all ascended like, mofos over the last like 18 months. So if you're watching this, you're probably going, I did a lot of like cave work. I was totally in the cave or the shadow. There was a lot of shadow work going on. There was a lot of processing your old shit going on. It is time to do one of these. Give yourself a good pat on the back. Give yourself a hug. Go buy yourself like a blizzard at, Sonic, Dairy Queen, wherever, with the Reese cups in it, because that is hard work, my friends. That is hard work, and you have prevailed. So from that perspective, we're letting any of the remnants go. And now it's time to say, based on the values of who this new version of me is, who is stepping into on the precipice of 2022, what do I want? What is he, she, they want? What do they want? And not so much, you could do, why do you want it? But also, who do I need to be to embrace that? Who am I becoming? Because sometimes our values dictate our wants, and then the wants let you know who you're stepping into. So that'll be an interesting journal prompt. Now here's some medicine for you. Tanya, this is all you, girl. Tanya Wilson. Spider spirit upside down. You know this is not my favorite card because I'm not a spider person. I love me some lizards though. I named one that was and got loose in my house like last year called Lenny. Anyways, but spider come in and make your dreams real. So first things we're doing is figuring out what we want and why we want that. Why is it important? Who do we need to be? Who do we need to be? Make them real. And the funny thing is, it's upside down, meaning I didn't know that. I knew that, but I don't want to, which sometimes I think might be where the scary thing is. And oh, yeah, I forgot that I knew that. So I think it's the last two, but a little bit more of that middle one of because when we ask ourselves, what do I want? We can make a list for Santa all day long. But if you can't sit down and say to yourself, this is who I need to be to step into the energy of the person receiving the want that I'm asking for. That's this. This is saying, remember, you got to embody the person, not the thing. They talk all about, oh, you got to vibrate at the same thing. No, physics wise, you can't do that. If I wanted a glass of water, this would be me because I'd be vibrating at the speed of the thing that I want. No, I'm a thirsty girl who wants water. I want to be the girl who vibrates with the girl who gets her drink of water. See? Slurp, and there you have it. That's manifesting. Embody the person. Embody the person that you need to be to make those dreams real. And the reason she's upside down is usually because when we think about who that person is, that's a big outside the box, outside the comfort zone kind of thing. I know because I'm dealing with it right now. There's some stuff that Spirit's calling me to do, and that I'm like, I really want to say yes to it, but it's scary AF, as the youngins say. But that's really what it is. We have to embody the person, okay? And then this is so cute. Little skunk spirit comes in, writes that up, and the thing is, know your worth. The way that we're going to get all of this, the way that we're going to say, this is what I want, this is why I want it, this is why it's important to me, this is what it will do for me. This is who I need to be to have this. I guess I should do like that. Okay? This is who I need to be to have this. Who is that? Who do I need to be? Who is the person that has those things now that I've journaled about what that all means? And the bottom line for all of it, which way do I go here? This way. Okay. Here. I can't hold all these, you guys. Let me get them all like this. Okay. There we go. I think that's it. Know your worth. That last one right here, know your worth. That's the bottom line. So if you can ask for what you want and then state why you want it, why is it important, what will it do for you, that gives you the clue of who you need to be to get the things. And then the bottom line of receiving it is knowing your worth. And that's why we're working on values. But as we move into this week, what do I want? Let's do it from the perspective of when we're talking about stress at the holidays, because the question was, what do we need to do to make sure our holidays go smooth? Whether you're alone, whether you're with family or friends or family, what do we need to do? We need to visualize how we want our Christmas holiday or whatever day you're going to hang out with your family or your friends or whoever, like the traditional group that you hang out with is. Visualize what it is you want that to look like. Who do I need to be to make that happen? And it's not controlling other people. It's how do I need to show up? Do I got to get my head on straight to make this work? And then here, know your worth. Know that if you're in there and someone's trying to, kind of give you, advice or whatever, disguised in trying to make you feel small or whatever, you have those relatives that you see them once a year and then they make you feel like crap for when you're getting married, when you're having a baby, you still with that guy? Did you get a divorce? That whole business. What do you do for a living again? Oh, you work for yourself. So what does that even mean? Don't you think you should have a retirement plan? All that bullshit. Know your worth. The fact is that their opinions are their opinions. If you're certain in your worth, the other things will come. Okay? That's our medicine right there. Now, to speak to a couple of things, because I think it's really important, I want to do a little kind of here's some coach stuff. So I drafted kind of 3 ways for you personally to navigate this week and into next year. So like it doesn't really I think because of all the stuff swirling at this time of year, it becomes very evident when traditions kind of impose on us in a way that's not feeling so hot, or if you're in grief, things pop up a lot more easily. um, if you're lonely at this time of year, it amplifies it. So there's, because of all of the pomp and circumstance, it amplifies a lot of stuff. So what can you do? What are some action steps that you can do to kind of move yourself through this, and process any of that stuff and do so in a way that serves you? So, the first thing I want to share with you is give yourself permission. I'm doing all these things myself. So, understand I'm not telling you this and not living it. So, give yourself permission to release and let go of traditions that don't serve you anymore. So if writing 4,000 Christmas cards doesn't serve and it doesn't bring you joy, and it doesn't, like, it used to bring me joy, it doesn't really bring me joy anymore. So I'm probably going to do a social post, maybe send something else. I might next year just enter everybody's email or mail into something and buy the cards where they just do all the things and send them out. I don't know. But this year I gave myself permission to take Christmas cards off the table. Because why? I had too much other stuff going on between work, family things, the Christmasing stuff, all of it. And you know what? I feel okay about it. I'll just post a picture of like Jason Momoa and be like, here's a picture of Jason Momoa. Merry Christmas. Makes me smile. Okay. It might be you're not a baker. Everybody on social this week has been posting all about all the cookies they're making. There's dozens of cookies everywhere. You know what? I realized a long time ago, I am a wonderful, I'm gonna toot my horn. I'm a badass home chef. I'm not a baker. Not a baker. Darren's sister is an awesome baker. My mom's an awesome baker. I'm not a baker. Not a baker. Mm-mm. I cook. So making Christmas cookies, no. I canned a crap ton of jams though, in season, all varieties, tomato sauces, apples, all that kind of stuff. That I can do because I'm a chef. I'm not a baker. So I'm going to let go of that too. And so you might send an e-card. You might do like I'm doing and post on social. You might go buy all your cookies at the store. Maybe you have a bakery you love and you can support to go and buy that there. Or you know what? You don't have to do anything. This is where compassionate assertive comes in, where you have a choice. Yes, here's my boundary and what I can and won't do, or no. It's up to you. Whatever feels good. And that that's okay. Hard stop, no, totally cool. Second thing, amp up your self-care. Now, that could mean that you go get a mani-pedi that you've been putting off. That's fine. But the crux of this one is number one was saying no, because it's a complete sentence, to things that don't serve you in this season or at all. Just really figuring out. I think this next 2 weeks is time to figure out again what's serving and what's not. Where do I want to put my value? What's working and what's not? But if you say no to something, guess what? Don't be afraid, because that gives you space to say yes to something else. It gives you space and time to go for a walk at lunchtime when when you normally would be running errands. It might give you time to fit in one more yoga class because that's what serves you, to kind of give your body and your mind a break and to be present so that you can feel better. It might, you know what? Sometimes I love sitting in my house when it's just me and Buddy the puppy alight and having a cup of tea or hot chocolate in the silence of my home. When you can amp up that self-care and say yes. So if you're saying no to the stuff that doesn't serve you, the traditions, the peer pressure from the dead people, or even some live ones, the fact is that saying yes to you is going to make you feel better and thusly be of service to others in a better way that you want to be. And letting yourself take care of yourself gives you more energy. It amps up your three commodities too. So I'm going to encourage you that while we're out running around, trying to buy the perfect gift or the perfect thing or create something special for everyone around us, remember, you need to be on that list. I know it sounds trite, but it's true. You need to be on that list. So remember to put yourself on that list. And then the last thing I wanted to touch on is love and kindness to self and others. I have seen so many posts on social media about people screaming at clerks and all this other stuff, or cutting them off or whatever. Number one, remember, we don't know what anyone else is going through. Number two, the last 2 years have been so rough on the retail workers, whether you're a grocery clerk or a retail worker or someone else who is hourly just there trying to, get by and be of service to others. And we need to appreciate that service, okay? And maybe, if we're griping about how others aren't being kind, here's the funny thing. We can be kind and it'll reverberate. Here's how this works. So, the law of oneness, which is one of the 12 divine laws, states that we are all one. We all talk about this in the woo woo land. We're all one with the illusion of separateness, meaning we are all extensions of source energy. So, anything we do comes back and affects other folks. This is why that Ho'oponopono business works, like the forgiveness thing. And if you look at the study where there is actually white paper science studies with Ho'oponopono, it's really interesting. But this is also why love and kindness works. So here's something interesting. We all talk about, the difference between, the opposite of love is not hate, it's fear, right? Did you know that stress has a similar opposite? The opposite of stress is not peace, which you would think it would be. It's actually kindness. Here's why. These are states of being. Stress and kindness are states of being, and the emotions that go with them elicit, if you're in stress, cortisol, right? If you're in kindness, what is it? Oxytocin, the love hormone, the huggy hormone. So the way to relieve stress is through the huggy hormone. So how do we do this? We do this by creating more love and kindness towards others. So I want to take you through a quick meditation. We have a few minutes, and you can come back to this whenever you need to throughout the year. And I would encourage you to do this daily. And here's why. Because if you can do this daily, it'll alleviate or at least put you, we can't control other people. Let's be honest, but we can control how we show up. So if we can show up from a place of loving kindness, then that means that we will have a better experience. And plus, sometimes when we can't figure out a way to support somebody, this is the best way. So let's do this. Put your feet flat on the floor. Maybe rub them around on the floor so that you get grounded. And then kind of put your hands in your lap. And then when you're ready, just let your eyes float closed. Not going to play any music for this. Take a good inhale through the nose, all the way down to the belly, and exhale through the mouth. Good. Now that we know the feeling, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and let the body soften. Inhale through your nose, exhale through the mouth, let the mind soften, and just come back to your normal course of breathing. And as you sit here, just imagine a lovely light, glorious white light at the base of your spine. And what we're going to do is when we take a good inhale, that light is going to raise all the way up to the crown of your head and hold for a moment. And then as it descends down back to the base of your spine, you're going to notice that as you exhale, all of the energy that is not yours, that might be taking up space in your body, that you may have collected throughout the weekend or your travels today, it'll float out the bottom of your feet into the earth for transmutation. So let's go ahead and imagine that light, base of your spine. Take a good inhale through the nose. Let that light ascend all the way up to the crown of your head. Hold it there for a moment. And as you exhale, allow it to descend, claiming with it any energy from other people, places, things, spirit that may have clung to you in your adventures. Let it float all the way down and out your feet. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Light goes up the spine to the crown and hold. And then exhale, descending, allowing all that which was around you to descend down back to the base of your spine and out your feet into the earth. Now what we're going to do is that light on the next inhale will come up to your heart center and illuminate your heart. A lovely rose gold light in your heart center. Maybe even take your right hand and place it on your heart. Maybe take your left hand and place it on top of your right. And feel that light just grow and take up space in your whole body. And maybe the room that you're in, and enveloping the world. And as you're there, think of the person or maybe your pet that's your favorite person in the world. Favorite person. Just get that image in your mind. Keep breathing. And as you look at them, say these words. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be at peace. And then just breathe. Now I want you to imagine that you're looking in a mirror, right at yourself. Look at your gorgeous self. And I want you to say the same phrases to yourself. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be loved. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be loved. And may you be at peace. And breathe. Now extend your light to the whole of all the creatures on the earth and wish to them, may you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. May you be at peace. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you feel love. And may you be at peace. Take another good breath. Exhale. You can release your hands. Maybe wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take another good deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel the chair supporting you or whatever you're sitting or laying on supporting you to meet you. Another inhale, exhale. And when you're ready, come on back and open your eyes. I don't have a bell or I would ding it. I hope that was helpful. Bring kindness everywhere you go today and this whole week and for the rest of this year and maybe for the rest of your life. I would hope so. So I will see you next week again. I may not be live next week. We will see. Depends on what's going on. And I am so glad you joined me today. I love you so much. Have a wonderful holiday season. Remember to visualize how you want it to go and be kind to yourself, to others, to the world. I love you so much. Merry Christmas, Happy Yule, um, and have a wonderful holiday, whatever you may do. I love you so much. Bye, guys. Where's my, oh, there.